Every Friday I would go to this thing called Cotillion, and I would go there to try and meet people. I would get into conversations with people, but for some reason I just couldn't make any new friends. I was still lonely. But the last long holidays, I went out so much. I was hanging out with friends pretty much every day. I used to struggle a lot, but now I know what I'm talking about. Here's some photos. By the end of this video, you'll know why inviting people is so important and how to get people to actually want to come and hang out with you. When I was lonely, it was actually the worst time of my life. I would never fucking even consider going back to that point. It was so painful. And just imagine, you wake up every day and you're super happy. You're smiling all day and you get this message on your phone from all your mates like, yo, there's this party tonight. You coming in? Then later that night you go to this party and everybody's like, yo, it's Finn, and they're jumping up and they're super excited to see you. They come and they're like, hugging you. They're like, yo, it's good to see you, bro. Imagine you're talking to a bunch of people and you're cracking jokes and this girl comes over to you, and you used to struggle talking to this girl, but now you're like way more social and it's not difficult to talk to her anymore. You're having an amazing conversation. Well, if you want help getting those things, click the link in the description now. There's this time where I was really struggling to make any friends, and it was pretty hard to start new conversations with more people and try and do this, but I was still going through the pain. But I wasn't making any friends. And I learned a lesson that took me years. I didn't realize this until years later. But the reason that I hadn't been making friends, even though I was starting conversations, is because I wasn't inviting anyone to hang out. I wasn't mentioning like, yo, we should go bowling sometime together. But later on, when I had learned this lesson, there was this girl I was texting a lot, and I just messaged her one day like, yo, we should go hang out sometime. And we ended up like meeting, and she's one of my really close friends now. I did this for a group of people in school. I normally would have never hung out with them outside of school, but it was like a group of 6 of us. We all met up outside of school. It was so much fun. And this group of guys that I met out when I was on a night out with like one friend, and these guys, I was like, yo, we should all go out sometime soon. And like all these people I ended up becoming decently good friends with. It was a specific holiday when I learned that just to invite people was the biggest thing to make new friends. Because it was at this point when I had started to do those 3 examples, it was like within a week when I realized, oh shit, I just need to invite people to things. And that's the most enjoyable holiday I've ever had, when I just started to invite people to things, regardless of if they could come or not. Because the thing is, bro, there was so many people who I invited that didn't want to hang out with me. I remember this one time, I was like, yo, we should go to the beach sometime to this girl, and she was just like, nah, I wouldn't want to. It happened actually really often where I would ask people after learning this trick, yo, we should go hang out sometime, and they would just be like, nah, or like they would say, no, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Like, most people didn't just straight up say no. That's like extremely rare. They were dickheads, the people who said that. But anybody who didn't want to hang out with me, they were like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of busy, oh, that won't work. And that's all right, because I still made really good friends by asking everybody, and then some people saying, oh, I couldn't really come, and some people saying, oh yeah, I'd love to come. I would still make really good friends from that. And you just need to be all right with some people not wanting to meet you. I met one of my closest friends by one day I was out with this group of friends, and this guy joined, a friend of a friend, he joined, and I was talking to him for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, because I'd seen him like a week ago. I was like, oh yeah, I saw you there. We were having like a decently good conversation. And immediately I just said, like, yo, we should go hang out sometime. We should go to the gym. It was like so short and a little like, tiny conversation. We literally just talked to each other. We might have briefly talked to each other like a few years ago. I think that might be possible. But like, we hardly knew each other. And literally within 2 minutes, I asked him to hang out. But guess what? Now he's one of my closest friends. Like, I hang out with him all the time. So don't be afraid to ask somebody to hang out too fast. There's this method, it's the wanna join method. It's actually really fucking powerful. There was this one night, and before the night, 2 weeks before this one night, I said to my friend, yo, we should go out on this night. I'm trying to plan something, but can you like guarantee that you're gonna meet me this night? He said, yeah, sure, bro. Let's hang out that night. And then I said, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get like this massive meetup going, but like just so I know that somebody's gonna come, can you just like guarantee you're coming? He said, yeah, of course. And what I did next was I told every single guy that was like in our kind of group, or like people we knew, not every single guy, but like every single guy that we were both decently good friends with. And we said, like, yo, this massive group of us, 20, 30 guys, are going out on this hype night in 2 weeks. you should come and join. And I said that to everybody. I didn't say, oh, there's 2 of us going and more people might come. I said everybody's fucking going. And what ended up happening was everybody fucking went. It was like a massive meetup. When we got there, it was like, holy shit, there's so many people. It was fun as fuck. And imagine if I didn't say that. Imagine if I didn't say, yo, a group of us are going to meet up. Imagine if I said just 2 of us are going out. There would have been way more people who, like, they couldn't have gone out on that exact time, and so they were like, oh, we'll just hang out another time. But I used this trick, and so many people came. On Christmas Day, I was basically, on New Year's, I was having a party, and on Christmas Day, I went out with a bunch of my friends. I was having a good time, I was talking to people, and I invited a bunch of people to join the New Year's party. I was like, yo, a group of us, we're having this party. Yeah, you should join. Saying it like that, people were so excited. They're like, oh, a New Year's party. They're like, oh, they were really like honored to be invited. And when asked in this specific way, they're so likely to come. Like, who doesn't want to go to that kind of thing? It's the best way to get to know people. It's the best way to socialize and like become more sociable, become happier. It's the most fun fucking when you're planning big things and you're inviting people along. It's the method. But bro, I got a question for you. Do you really want results? Do you really want to have good friends? You really fucking want it? Promise me that you're going to take action on this thing that I'm about to tell you. Just say it. Just say it in your mind. Do the join us method. So all you do, you tell one friend, yo, can you guarantee that we're going to hang out this time? And they say, you find somebody who says, yeah, 100%, bro. And then tell everybody, yo, a group of us, we're all going to this thing. Yo, you should join. And even if it's just you 2 going, just say to everybody, like a decently big group, like however many people you might, just assume that they're all going. So like, let's say you're inviting 10, then say, yo, a group of 10 of us, you don't need to say 10, but a group of us are going to this thing. And if they ask, 10 of us are going to do this thing. And then they're way more likely to come because they're like, yo, it's really sick meetup and everything. Go to a good place where there's people like your age and you can like start conversations. And I have a different video on this, by the way, if you're struggling. Like, it's called the 3 best to meet new people. So go watch that if you don't know which places to go. And then start conversations there. I also have a video if you're struggling to start conversations on how to start more and more conversations. But if you really want to improve your life, message that person right now. And go around texting a bunch of people, talking to a bunch of people in real life saying, yo, a group of us are going to do this thing. If you really want the fucking results, if you really want to have a fucking hype social life, going out doing a bunch of cool shit, you just take action, bro. Just ask. Do it. Otherwise you won't get your results that you want. Throughout your days, if you're at the gym and you have a conversation with somebody, ask these people like, yo, a group of us are going to this thing, want to join? And you keep doing that. Ask and invite people, even if it feels a bit too soon, even if it's like within a minute, within 2 meeting somebody. Because I met one of my closest friends by doing that. It's not a bad thing. Bro, imagine you're out with a group of friends, you're laughing, you're cracking jokes and everybody's fucking dying of laughter. Imagine you finally set up this massive group meetup. It's finally gone well. There's so many of you. Well, if you want help with that, click the link in the description. Have a good day, bro.